And guys, it's FocusUs, and today we are going to learn variables in Java and its type. We'll also look at data types, and at last we'll just write a simple program which will involve our variables and data types. So let's get started. So first of all, what is variable in Java? So variable in Java is just like a placeholder or container that holds value when our Java program is executed. It is assigned with data types. So if this bin here is our variable, we can store data in it and access it whenever we need it. Types of variable in Java. There are basically two types of variables in Java. They are primitive variables and reference variable. Primitive variables is used to represent the primitive value, whereas our reference variable is used to refer object. Now, types of variables based on purpose and position. There are basically three types here. They are static variables, instance variable, and local variable. Now, static variable. We use static keyword to declare our static variable, and it is associated with class, so it is also known as class variable. So, instance variable. So, instance variable is the variable which is not declared inside any method but is declared inside the class. Now, local variable. Local variables is the variables that is declared inside method, and it can be used only inside that particular method where we declared it. So how to declare variable now? So to declare variable, we should write data type first. So data types basically defines the types of values that our variables can take. Our variables can take integer value, floating value, character, depending upon what it needs. So here to declare variable, we have data type first, and then we should give space and write variable name, and then give is equals to, which is our assignment operator, and finally write its value. So here in the example, we have data type integer, which is denoted by keyword int, and we have space, and we give variable name called age, and our is equals to here is assignment operator, and 20 is basically the value given to the age. Now this 20 is reserved memory for variable which resides in RAM. So data types are basically divided into two parts. They are primitive and non-primitive. Primitive data types are further divided into 8 data types, which are boolean, character, byte, short, integer, long, float, and double. So we are going to use primitive data types for now. Our variables to be of integer type, then we use int here. And if we need our variables to be of character, then we use char, and if we need to represent any decimal number, then we use float here, and this double has the size double of that float, and in Java by default any decimal number is represented by doubles. So whenever our variables need decimal number, we pretty much use double. So now let's write a simple program which will involve our data types and variables. So now this is the general format for our Java program, which has class apples and a main method. So earlier on we learned how to declare variable, so let's do it here. So to declare variable, first of all we need to write data type. I'm just going to write integer data type, which is denoted by keyword int, and give space, and now we should write our variable name. I'm just going to give this variable name myvar. So remember, there will be no any space in variable, and always start first word with small letters and first letter of second word with capital letter. So just give is equals to now and give its value. I'm just going to give this value 5, close it by semicolon. Now this is the way to declare our variable. Now we can use this variable in the program whenever we need it. So I'm just going to use this to print out in the screen. So to print our variable in the screen, just write system period out period println, and give this the little round brackets and semicolon. Inside our round bracket, we should write our variable name. Our variable name here is myvar, so I'm just going to write myvar just like this. So this will pretty much print our variable, which is 5, in the screen. So let's do it. So first of all, to do that, just save it. So I'm just going to give this file name same as the class name, which is apples. So whenever our class will be public, we should always give the file name same as class name. So here is in public, but also from now we'll just follow this convention. File name same as the class name. Its extension is .java. Make sure it's all files and save it. So in order to run it, go to command prompt. I have saved the file in desktop, so I'm just going to go in desktop. Press enter. Now I'm in desktop. To compile it, write javac and file name. File name is apples.java. It compiled with no any error and give us class file. So to execute it, just write java and give class name. Class name is also apples. And here we have it, guys. Now there is another way to declare our variable also. So to do that, just give data type, which is int in this case, and write variable name, which is my var. Give semicolon and write variable name once again, and give assignment operator and its value. So this is one way of declaring variable, and this is another way to declare variable. I know it is pretty much same, but I'm just saying you guys, you can declare it in any way you want. So let me put this in comment. So what comment does in Java is, whenever our compiler is trying to compile this, it does not look and execute for this particular part. So whatever we write in it, there will be no any problem and our program will run perfectly. So another beauty of Java is we can combine this 5 with this string. So to do that, write system.out println and give this round bracket with this semicolon. So we have to print string on the screen, so we just need to give double inverted commas here. Remember, whenever you are printing string, we just need to give double inverted commas here. But whenever you are printing variables, there will be only variable name with no any inverted commas. So I'm just going to write my favorite number is. Let me just save it and compile it. Compiled successfully, and let me just run it. So here we have it, guys. My favorite number is 5. 5 is actually in the next line. It is because of this println statement. What this println statement says is, okay, I'm just going to print this and go to the next line. So it just printed this line here and it went into the next line. So our 5 is down here. So in order to put this 5 in the same line, we just need to write print statement only. So now what it does is, so now our 5 is going to move up. Don't believe me, guys, let me just show you. Let me compile the program and run it. There it is, guys. Our 5 is now in the same line. So let me just quickly revise this once again. So we just have class called apples and a main method. This is one way of declaring variable, whereas this is another way of declaring a variable. So this line is called declaring a variable. So this is our variable name, this is assignment operator, and this is our value, and together it is called assigning variable or value. And this is just go to print my favorite number in the screen, and this will just print our variable in the screen. So remember, whenever we need to print string on the screen, double inverted comma, and whenever we need to print a variable, just a variable name. So this is pretty much it, guys, today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like us, subscribe us, stay safe, stay healthy, happy learning. Goodbye everybody, and don't forget to watch our next video.